All right, moving on to Wednesday, we had the Mo Alhouni versus Tyson
Oh,
McGuffin fiasco.
yeah,
Before I get into my take on this, well, actually, we'll set the stage.
yeah,
Um, Tyson and Mo are playing. They split games. There were some questionable calls throughout the first two and the first half of the third game. Things still seemed pretty cordial.
yep,
Uh, at the end of game three, it turned into an all-out hook fest from
yeah,
Alhouni.
yep,
Um, three pretty blatantly missed calls, a couple other questionable ones. Tyson at like 10-9, he hits a
yes,
winner and gets hooked.
yep,
10-10 serve hook, 10-11 serve hook, and then maybe one more in there too.
yep,
Tyson basically is like, I could not believe how well he handled this because I would have
yeah,
erupted after the very first one. After three
yeah,
hooks, Tyson finally goes something along the lines of like, "Dude, everybody on tour knows about you and your calls," and then that sparks a whole ordeal.
yep,
Definitely worth watching the end of that match or picking it up on memes of pickleball or pickleball.com so you know what we're talking about if you didn't see this.
yeah.
T-Dog, what do you think?
I mean, here's the deal. If it was an isolated incident, I'm saying like Tyson overreacts in this situation, but it's not an isolated incident. Like Travis has had problems with Alhouni, Rafa, AJ, Matt Wright. Like this is a common theme. Tyson said like everybody on tour knows, and then Mo said something like you had to say that, but it's like it's true. Like for the most part, it seems like if they're on a side court, if Mo is on a side court, it feels like he can get away with some of these hooks. We need to institute something. I don't know what that looks like, but we can't keep having. I mean, there was like 5 calls that are like 3 were like you said, blatantly in. Like there's no like, oh, maybe it's blurry and it's not. It's in, right? And so we have to figure out a way to stop this from happening.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, and then the biggest thing was, pickleball.com, kudos to them. They get themselves involved in the drama and it's entertaining. Like I really do think that they do a good job with that type of content. They got Tyson's
Yeah,
side of things and then Mo made a post and he said that
yeah,
I wanted to come on here and describe my side of the story. And guys, that is so worth watching because it is a disgusting statement. Like, it was unbelievable that this guy would put this on social media because he basically goes out there and justifies everything that he did. It was no apology, no nothing, and saying like some angles will show that these are in, some angles will show that these are out. Like, there's no possible angle that's going to show that these balls that you called were out. And like to me, what that just shows me is this guy doesn't care. He's going to do it again. Like there's no remorse there. There's no remorse. He's
yeah.
been publicly shamed, zero remorse. And this was on a center court. Can you imagine the nightmare that he is on the side courts, like you said? Um, so we've got to I mean, I really think he's got to be suspended. I think he's got to be made example of here. Like there's real consequences to cheating because right now there aren't any.
Yeah, there
I,
aren't.
yeah, and I think that was the most high profile, most egregious version that we've had. Creatine is essential. Whether you're grinding on the pickleball court, hitting the gym, or just trying to keep your energy dialed in, it's the stuff that helps your body and your brain perform. And that's honestly something that I didn't even know is how important creatine is for your brain. Momentus makes it simple with their new creatine lemon. It's Creapure from Germany, no fillers, no artificial junk. Every batch is NSF certified for sport, which means it's trusted by Olympic athletes, pro teams, even the military. Clean, effective, and tastes just like lemonade. Check it out at livemomentus.com. Use code THEDINK and save up to 35% on your first order. That's code THEDINK. Women's doubles, the match of the day.
Women's doubles.
Kawamotos versus Anna
Yeah.
Leigh and Anna Bright. Game one, Anna Leigh and Anna Bright get down 7-2 in game one, but they end up bringing it back to 11-7, and it looks like they kind
Yep.
of righted the ship, but Kawamotos just go lockdown mode the next 2 games. Actually, Anna Leigh and Anna Bright were only 2 points away from winning the match. They were 9-4 in game 3, and the
Yep.
Kawamotos brought it all the way back to 11-9 to give Anna Leigh and Anna Bright their second straight semifinal loss. Yeah, the Kawamotos don't play together a tremendous amount. They like to kind of
Mm-mm.
mix it up, but when they do, they're just such a pain to play against. If you go watch that match, I did a recap on this match. I'm like, I could not tell you what strategy elements changed. I'm pretty good at picking up changes in strategy elements. Like, it's kind of what I
Yeah.
do. It's what I do for the fives. It's what I've done my entire career. I think it's one of my skill sets is making minute adjustments. I honestly couldn't even tell you in this match what actually changed other than they just made so many balls. They elongated
Yeah.
points. They played smart offense when the time was there. And I think that's a teaching point for a lot of people. Execution leads strategy. If you
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your strategy is as long as you execute. Like, if you don't execute, you can have the best strategy in the world and it's not going to do anything for you. And like, I think they did such a good job of not panicking when they lose game 1. They're like, "We make a
Yeah.
couple extra balls, we're gonna win this match." I could not tell you any strategy difference that they had, and also, Anna Leigh and Anna Bright played pretty normal, I thought. It wasn't like they were just missing random shots. They don't do that.
No. Yeah.
Like,
No.
Kawamoto's just made more balls.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a panic button. I don't think that there's a better option out there for Anna Leigh or Anna Bright. I do wonder, though. I do wonder in a lot of racket sports, a lot of times the best doubles players have somewhat contrasting styles or roles, right? Like, I wonder if Anna Bright and Anna Leigh have never really fully figured out their roles because they've just been so much better than the rest of the teams, right? You've got Ben and Gabe who now understand their roles, where Gabe is actually providing a lot of the offense. You've got Christian and Andre who understand their roles a little bit, and J-Dub and CJ. Like, you when you have 2 players that are so similar in their game style, I wonder if that is actually what could be slightly hurting Anna Leigh and Anna Bright.
The other thing that I've thought of is I thought when they started as a partnership, they were playing straight up to kind of figure out those roles as they move forward. But now we're what, 4 or 5 events in? I figured they would start one person on one side and one person on the other. And then obviously they're both, I'm trying to think. I would say they're the 2 most versatile
Yeah.
players in women's players in pickleball. Like both of them are very good on the right, very good on the left. And so they could always switch back and forth, but I was assuming by now they would be stacking one person on a just to, like you're talking about, get the like reps as like this is my role and this is your role type of thing. But who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think Anna Leigh should play the right with Anna Bright. I think that Anna Leigh is a little bit more dangerous from the right, especially if Anna's not gonna throw up the lobs the same way that she does in mixed. If she's lobbing and creating offense that way from the right side, great,
Mhm.
but it just seems like Anna doesn't have a tremendous amount of offense in some of these mm, closer matches, or maybe just doesn't have patterns that she feels as reliable with from the right side. I could be wrong, but like, it seems to me, and this is anecdotal evidence, but it seems to me like they do slightly better with Anna Leigh on the right compared to Anna Bright on the right. But it'll be interesting
I
to
like
see.
that from the baseline. I like that a lot from the baseline. If you have, because everybody's going to return to Anna Bright, and then she can either hit the shit out of it or she can hit one of her great drops, and then Anna Lee is coming in to poach. So, yeah, I could see that working very well.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, darling, had fun, yeah.